Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Jabberwock 33 stream. And look, it's my face. There we go. Yeah, sure. So, welcome to Saturday's stream. Saturday's 2 o'clock stream. Normally, today is Fallout New Vegas. We've been doing the story of Jabby, the Enclave operative, I guess? Sure. We were going to start doing some of the DLC today, because I absolutely love the New Vegas DLC, especially Big Mountain. Probably one of my favorite DLCs of, like, any game of all time. But Steam, as it does, has sales, and had a sale today. And, I don't know, I saw a game that really spoke to me for some reason. Spoke to my Fallout love as well. A game called Endzone, A World Apart. So it's like Fallout in that it's post-apocalyptic. Survivors lived in a vault or underground bunker, whatever you want to call it, for I think 150 years in this game. And are now going back to the surface to rebuild and all that fun jazz. However, in this game, it's not a shooter survival thing. It's more of a city builder survival thing. Sure. I don't know. I like city builders. I haven't done one for a while. The last thing I got comes close to that is Park Builder, Jurassic World Evolution, which I absolutely love that game too. We did a little bit of that on stream once. But yeah, I haven't played a good city builder in a long time. I'm just messing with some of the volume here real fast. There we go. I used to play as a kid Zeus, Master of Olympus. That was just such a great game. In fact, I might play that on stream too one of these days. It's just a blast. Super fun city builder. And we're going to try giving this game a shot. I haven't played it before. I don't know what I'm doing, so we're probably going to have to go through a tutorial of some sort and figure out what it is. But it looks fun, so we're going to give it a shot. We're going to put that audio on. We're going to go to my main screen. And if I have to, I'll move the camera or the little Jabberwock in the corner. I don't know what the HUD looks like. I don't know what's going to be important yet. So we're just kind of diving in and learning together, aren't we? New game. Sure. Play either an interrelated tutorial that teaches you all the important aspects of the game or become familiar with certain parts of the game in brief segments. Survival mode or scenario. Let's start with the tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing. A longer interrelated tutorial that includes all important aspects of Fallout. Arthur Sachin's instructions and obtain important clues and useful information to survive the Endzone. There's the water tutorial. Okay, so we get all the basic tutorial. Let's just start the tutorial. Let's just do it. Let's figure out what we're doing here. Let us learn. Make sure you have your water. Stay hydrated. What do we got? We got a trailer. We got some people, it looks like.
We finally left the end zone. Just look at this beautiful scenery.
Uh-huh.
It's marvelous, even though it's a bit different from what we had pictured.
Sure.
We were able to secure a few basic resources and are storing them in our bus.
Okay.
I'm glad we prepared ourselves well for this kind of scenario, especially since our inventories in the end zone ran low. Don't forget that if you need additional information, you can look at our survival guide at any time.
Cool, we got a survival guide. The Wasteland Survival Guide. Open the survival guide. Well, it's one of them really tough tutorials, too. Using tasks. Ask me to use to assign freely available settlers, to gather resources, or remove radiation. Oh, there's so much stuff we can do. I'm just going to go with it.
Everything you need to know should be right here. I think the time has come for us to at last build ourselves a new home here.
Okay, Arthur.
Before we can construct buildings at all, we have to assign the profession builder to several settlers so that they can take care of construction contracts. In general, it's your responsibility to decide which tasks are important.
Yeah, I can. I guess all the little
how our
bars
settlers are supposed to be distributed to attend to them.
Easy peasy. I completely missed what he said, though. Before we can construct buildings at all, also welcome, sorry. Buildings at all, we have to assign the profession builder to several settlers so they can take care of construction contracts. In general, it's your responsibility to decide which tasks are important and how our settlers are supposed to be distributed to attend to them. Okay, so open the professions menu. That's down here underneath the Jabberwock. I have too many little things, don't I? What if we, let's put that there, but then let's put it behind me. Just, head poking out. Perfect. Alright. So we have open profession, assign settlers to the profession builder. Current settlers in the profession are requested settlers for this profession. How do I assign them though? These guys are settler. Oh, they actually have names. We have a Christopher. I'm Christopher. Christopher, where are you? He's got like a gas mask. Oh, how? You are Christopher? Can I tell you to move? Or you're too independent for that? Alright. Fair enough. We have a Christina, Malik, Amy, Jacob, Maria, Joseph, Zoe, Anthony, Virginia. Alright, cool. Alright. Oh, this is how. 1, 2, 3. Bam!
All right. Your builders will be ready as soon as construction contracts have been issued. It's time to start focusing on our key and most basic need, water.
Water! Mizu!
The first thing we ought to do is to establish a working water supply. So we'll move on to our first construction contract. Place and build a jetty by a lake in the vicinity of your town center.
A lake? Can I move you? Yeah, okay, good. Look, we have a lake right here. So we go to the construction thing. We build a jetty. Oh, this is kind of neat. How do I build the jetty? Is blue good or bad? I think blue's good. Can I rotate it? How do I rotate it? Ah, R rotates. I think that part. Ah, there we go. Figured it out. Do we want it on that side or do we want it on this side? That's how we rotate the camera. That's good. Bam, right there. Okay. Now, how do I make them build it? Assign settlers, jetty built. Jetty's right there. Oh, or are they doing it already? Are they going to the bus to get supplies? Okay, cool. So the builders go to the. All right. So this is a very chill game. It's not. It's a settlement builder. It's not going to be super fast paced or anything. And of course, this is also the tutorial, so we don't know what we're doing yet either. But cool. All right. So they went to the bus. They got supplies. You're gonna come bring it back. Is there like a fast forward option or anything like that? I don't see anything like that. Reset camera to default rotation. Oh, okay. Map markers. Oh, I can put down my own markers. That's kind of cool. Okay, so if there's something out in the world that I want to look at, I can put a marker on it. Oh god. Why is this game being a little sketchy? Being weird. I think it might just be the rain. Hopefully.
Very good.
Aha!
The jetty was completed as planned. Now we have a place where we can collect water. There are other possibilities to gather water too, but the jetty is the simplest and most cost-effective method.
Cool. We have a dock.
We can obtain and store water from different sources, like a jetty, rain collector, or well in the cistern. The cistern should always be in close proximity to a water source, so that our water carriers don't have to walk too far.
Okay, let's do it. Assign settlers to profession builder. We did that. Cistern built. Assign settlers to profession water carrier and water produced. All right, so we got to go to this. We want a cistern. Cistern collects and stores water. This building requires a jetty, a well, or a rainwater collector to function. Jetties and wells are preferred to rainwater collectors when water is collected. So we have this thing. We don't want it too far from the jetty. So let's build it like right there. And now our builder guys are going to get to it. I think they have to go all the way back to get resources first. What else can we build here? We can build a water tower, a well, electric water pump, rainwater collector, irrigation plant, resources, kinds of communism, upgraded communism, just in case. Housing, cabins, sturdy house shelters, upgraded shelters, communities, schools, cemeteries. We can build us a pub. Logistics, that's where we get our roads, decontamination posts, technology stations, electricity, decorations. That's good. We like making. We're gonna make beautiful post-apocalyptic towns. Defenses, watchtowers, barricades, ammunition factories, siren towers, and tasks. Gather wood, gather scrap, gather plants. Oh, okay. All right. We're getting somewhere. Is it raining again already? I think the rain is messing with me. That's all right. But yeah, very. Oh, if you click on it, you can see the path of your builders and stuff to what they're doing. And we have our supplies up here. We have water, food, wood, scrap, tools. Oh, okay. Radiation protection, medication, cloth, metal, plastic, electronics, coal. What is this? Rich food. Number of different types of food currently being stored at the settlement. The provision of a large number of types of food together with herbs, settlers healthy and lowers the risk of outbreak of disease. Okay. Average health of all settlers looks like it's high. Average radiation, we haven't had any yet. That's a plus. Guessing this is our temper, our happiness. Children help families to transport food and water to their homes. Next, children become adults. Oh, okay. Then adults. Knowledge. Oh, it's done. All right, now we just have to assign people to it. So it wants to assign 3 water carriers. Bam. And then we just produce 100 water. So now the water carriers go to the jetty, they scoop up water, and they throw it in the thing. All right, this is a really exciting tutorial too, by the way. What's your name, sir? Christina. I'm sorry, madam. Virginia. Do they all have gas masks? I guess they all have gas masks on. Malik, Amy, Zoe, Annabelle, Bus Wreck. Sorry, I'm just looking for Christopher again because I'm excited there's a Chris out here. Jacob. And Christopher's probably a builder. What was the menu for that? Whoa. Alright, we're getting into menus we don't need yet. Settlers. Christopher. There he is. It's just cool. It's a good sign when you have someone with your name. We've collected 50 water. Alright, I guess we're moving right along. Oh god, now my camera's blocking stuff in that corner. Oh well. There is no safe place. There is no place safe from my camera. Oh yeah. It rains a lot. Jeez. Is that good or bad? Like, I feel like it might be like acid rain, but they kind of just stand out in the rain. They're sort of okay with it. So I guess it's not too acidic. 75. I guess every trip is 25 water. I guess.
Great! We have now installed a working water supply, and water is now transported from the jetty to our cistern. Consider hiring more water carriers if you don't have enough settlers available. You can never have enough water in storage.
Cool. Oh, and we just gained 200 water for that too.
Now we should focus on food production. It's important to ensure the supply right from the start. A gatherer's cabin, a hunting lodge, or a fishing hut can directly remedy the situation. I suggest starting with a fishing hut, since we're already located near a lake.
Cool. We want a fishing hut. Very well. Nope. There we go. Resources? Oh no, there's a whole food tab there. Fishing hut. Fishing hut provides food from caught fish, but can only be placed at the water side. Power consumption 100 short production. Okay, I don't think you have to have power, but if you do have power, it just makes things better. It does not function in a drought. That's not a good thing. I think we actually have to have this part in the water. So I kind of want it next to the jetty. Just hanging out in the water there. There we go. Oh, it had like an efficiency rating too when we put it there. Like 85%. That seems pretty good to me. Let's go to our buildy people. Let's put another one there. And another 2 on water. And yeah. He said we can never have enough water, right? So, more water! What are these? They look like deer, but they're like weirdly colored. Stag. Stag. Doe. Stag. That stag doe. I wonder where this takes place. All kinds of deer everywhere. Like, is this in America? In Europe? Is it in Russia? Car. I guess we could start like scavenging that stuff eventually. Yeah, I don't know. I saw this on Steam for sale. It looks like it's been in like alpha for a while, and it's only just come out today. Lots of good reviews on it, and I like a good city builder. You know, it's fun to just chillax and enjoy a game, you know, without needing to rush around and like avoid rats or death claws or something. You know, it's just something different, you know. The music's pretty chill. All in all, I'm digging it so far. Now, apparently, like, there are, like, raiders and stuff eventually, or natural disasters and things, so that it will get more, like I said, this is just a tutorial, so there will be more exciting things to come. Where do these water carriers go? Bloop. Bloop. A tree fell. What made the tree fall? I don't think we have anyone chopping trees or anything like that. Okay, we're still gathering stuff for it. I guess the fishery is intense. We're bringing scrap over. Hi. Why is that red? What is it? Oh, because we don't have any fishers. Well, we don't have a fishery up yet. We'll put 2 people on fishery when we get that. Maybe more. Who knows? Move some people from water. We got lots of water. There we go. Now they build. The actual build process doesn't look like it takes very long. It's just the, let's take one from there and put you there. Yeah, the build process doesn't take very long. It's just the gathering supplies and bringing them over process. Or do they have like a cool fishing animation? Do they like pull out that boat, or do they just sit on the dock? They just sit on the dock and fish. Alright, fair enough, I guess. it's just water moving. Food produced. Trying to get 50 food. How much does one trip from a fishing dock give us? How much fish did you get?
Good work.
Oh, wow, that was
We've
fast.
now taken care of our basic supply via food and water.
Sure.
Make sure that you have enough food and water on hand at all times, especially if you want to upgrade your settlement. A population that grows too fast can quickly unbalance your food and water supply, bringing major difficulties for you if you don't watch out.
Fair enough.
Crops are another excellent way of getting food, because they constantly grow as long as the soil is moist enough. Each seed has different yields and growing times.
Uh-huh.
This means that it could take some time until your field is ready to be harvested, in contrast to your fishing hut, where production can be right away.
Okay. So what are we doing now? We're building a field. What is this? Click to display soil moisture. Oh, geez. Oh, well, this game just got way more in depth. Green is moist. Blue is wet. Red is dried out. Orange is dry. So we want to build it in at least green, preferably blue. Blue's kind of far for us, so it looks like it's not always okay. Okay. This is going to be over here somewhere. Cultivated field. So if we go to builds, cultivated field, we want it over here somewhere-ish. Can we put that menu back on? Yes! Kind of want it like just on this side of the truck here. There we go. Just click it once. Let's make it by 12. 12 by 12. Bam! I guess there's some radiation over there, but that's okay. Assign settlers to the profession farmer. So go here. We're going to take one off of that and put them onto farmer. Seeds from fields chosen. Let's get off of this menu here fast. Alright, choose seed. Black salsify. You harvest it from fields. And cabbage. Oh, we're doing cabbage. My cabbages.
Looks good. Remember that we need the widest variety of food sources to stay healthy. You should also plan ahead for drought periods that might come when it's not going to rain. Stock up on food and adapt your production to avoid bottlenecks. I'll show you a few more strategies later on.
Sure. Thank you, Arthur. Arthur. Got it.
At the beginning, we don't have much scrap, wood, or other resources. We could build a production building, but to obtain resources as fast as possible, it's best that we start gathering right away.
Okay.
Assign a Gather All Resources task. All the settlers who haven't been assigned any profession by you are going to accept these kinds of tasks. In addition, settlers distribute resources within your settlement.
I think all of my settlers are doing stuff, but sure. Place gather wood task, gather scrap tasks. Free settlers available 3. Alright, so we have to go here. We need 3 free settlers. Let's just grab 2 of them and 1 of them. So we have 3 free settlers. Tasks. Tasks. Quick access to build modes. When selecting a building with configurable mode or addition to blah blah blah. There's a button for tasks. Buildings and tasks. Oh, tasks! Haha! Gather wood. Aha! So, gather wood. Gather scrap. There. Alright, now the 3 people that are free should just go and do stuff. Like right now, they're just going and doing the wood. What is that? Why is it red? Build additional houses or shelters. Oh. Can I do that? I can't do that yet, Mr. Tutorial. It looks like down here, it tells us rain, unknown contamination, build a weather station for forecasts. No rain. Now we're going to get a drought for a little while. Okay. How are our cabbages coming? They're just tiny little green specks. Do we only have the one farm? I guess we only have one farm around right now, don't we? We only have 10 people. Let's leave it alone for now. It's fine. They'll be fine. They'll figure it out. So we're still collecting plenty of water. We're still collecting food. So how long is this going for? We're forced 2 out of 4. Does that mean there is someone over here gathering stuff? 1 out of 4. Good. He just going around picking up all the junk on the ground. Go for the refrigerator. No? What are you going for? I don't even know what that was. It was just a pile of junk. Go for the refrigerator. Oh, you guys all filled up. And we get even more rewards. Easy peasy. Alright. Oh, we got another villager. I think one of our kids grew up. So we should have another villager ready to do stuff. Although I think they'll just go off to do one of these. 1 out of 4. 2 out of 4. Unless I already assigned them to something. I may have assigned them to something already. I don't know. I'm only just realizing they even existed, so. Woo. Hoorah! So, Sock Drawer, if you're still there, how's life treating you, dude? Hope life is going well. Oh, my little cabbages. Oh yeah, there's 2 people doing scrap now. Total number of words refreshed in this settlement. 3. Current maximum, or why does it look like there's whatever? I don't understand. I will not pretend to understand the numbers yet. Buildings, repairing buildings, building roads, disabled building repairs, limitations for neck scarf, activate carbon mask, radiation suit, scrap tools, metal tools, all kinds of stuff going on here. Jeez.
Since we now own plenty of resources, we can start to build a real production building.
Sounds
good. You don't have to always make efforts by hand that collecting is taking place. Production buildings are not only easier to manage, they're also distinctly more effective than simple tasks. Don't place production buildings too far away from your settlement. You'll be able to change their working area at any time later on.
Great!
Right on.
Right on!
The best thing for us to do now is to build a forester's lodge to automate our supply of wood and make it more effective at the same time.
Sure.
Foresters are not only able to chop down trees, they reforest areas with trees as well.
They plant them too. Forester's Lodge, assign settlers to the profession forester, and produce wood. Easy peasy. Already forgotten all my buttons. Forester's Lodge. So we want to be able to collect wood, but we don't want it to be too far from our settlement. Rotate. I like that it has like these like lining up marks. I don't know. I just really dig that. It makes me happy. It makes me very easy to make things nice and neat and even. All right, so they'll do that. I can't wait to actually build like a proper settlement. Although, I mean, I think we're coming along nicely. Our cabbage field is going well. Our scrappers are walking through the cabbages every time, but you know, whatever. Did they get that refrigerator yet? They got the fridge. Good job. I'm not sure why I wanted the fridge so bad, but we got it. That's the important thing. Need some boars. These guys are chopping wood over here. We're going to have an even better wood choppy area soon. Alright, I'm digging it so far. It's a whole freaking tractor over here. Yeah. Okay, I can dig it. I wonder if there are limits on like what these people can pick up. A heavy duty truck is 50 scrap? I guess 50's a lot. Music's kind of goofy. Grow my cabbages, grow! The most riveting of gameplay. Literally watching grass grow. Douglas. Yeah, just a nice chill stream today. Nothing crazy. We still have 3 kids. Niam, Renaud, and Raquel. We have our 12 people. Our 12 adults. Unassigned workforce 3, but they do tasks. I like that kind of mechanic where you can have unassigned settlers and they still do stuff, you know? Kind of reminds me of, what's it called? Northgard. Northgard's another fun. Did I do that on stream? I think I did that on stream once. But it's like a Viking, sort of like Age of Empires kind of a thing. Very different than Age of Empires, but it's sort of like that. And when you have just regular villagers, and you don't have jobs for them, you just, they start gathering berries or something. They gather food off the ground. Because, that's where you find food, on the ground. Everywhere. We're still building. Slowly but surely. And then we'll make one person a forester. I like that I can assign them to be a forester before it's even finished being built. Why is this taking so? It feels like it's taking forever to build. Need some more wood for it. We have supply. It's just taking forever for them to walk it over. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we need one more trip of wood. Stock of resources. Water fill. Oh, excuse me. Water fill level. Oh, so this actually has a maximum system of 2,000. Water source is that. Options. Change field of work. Demolish. So water carriers. Current and maximum number. We have 2 out of 5. Total number of workers in this profession in the settlement. Okay. Water production. I'm just trying to get a feel for all the different things we can do here. So their efficiency during the day is 100%, at night it's 50%. I don't think we've seen a night yet, have we?
Good job. You might want to change this building's working area later on to tell your workers where they should get their wood from. And for your information, if you want, you can also tell your Forester's Lodge that they only ought to attend to reforesting an area in order to create a lush, green forest which generations to come can use.
Cool. Good to know.
Very good. Now we ought to take care of collecting scrap. Scrap is one of the most valuable resources because the quantities present are limited, and we can recover other resources from scrap. Unlike the task we just had, the scrap yard allows larger quantities of existing scrap to be dismantled than with ruins or wrecks.
Okay. So we're gonna build a scrapyard then. Sounds good. Sounds easy. I can handle that. Scroll out a little bit. Scrapyard. We'll have to be able to get like all of that. Funny enough, the scrap actually prevents me from building things, so we're trying to. Is that? Can I get rid of that? Builders demolish market area. Demolishing will recover some resources that were originally useful. But it's just a task, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Yeah. I want to build the scrapyard right in the middle of that. Just like Look at all the scrap you can get. Bam. Right there. Oh, and I think we actually have to chop down trees for it, too. Like, we have a bunch of axes and stuff. Okay, okay. Let's go to our jobs here. We have 2 settlers not doing anything. Let's put both of them on building. So they'll go help build that. Let's build that as fast as we can. Super fast. We have a drought incoming. I wonder if... Oh, there's a fast forward button right there. Oh my goodness. You know... Alright. I kind of like just going at normal speed for right now. I also... Oh, look, our cabbages, they're growing. Oh, it's beautiful. Is it when we get here when we start getting that weather, or in the middle? I don't know. It's got a big old crane and everything. I'm digging this. Wait, how far up can we go? Is that as far up as we can go? Okay. There's all kinds of stuff around. Huge amounts of scrap. Wait, is that an arcade game? Oh! Should have gotten that. Dang, I wonder what that is. Can't really tell from the side. It's too far away. Alright, I'm enjoying this so far. Nice, just chill sort of game. Sometimes you need that, you know? Hey. So we don't need to chop anything down anymore. You'd think they would have just used the wood that they chopped down for that. But, you know, whatever. I mean, maybe they are, but they have to actually take it all the way back and then all the way... I don't know, whatever. Oh, look at the forestry going on here. Wow. They weren't joking when they talked about the forestry really chopping stuff down. Cut down and reforest, though, so we are doing both. Change field of work. Okay, that's how that works. That. Bam. So now I can grab even more trees. So I guess I didn't have to put this all the way out here, because I can just change the area of it to have gotten all of that. But, I don't know, I kind of like it being over there. Fast forward. You know. It's not a bad looking game either. It rains a lot, though, I feel like. Oh, they're building the scrapyard. Too many trees. Big old crane. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Alright, now we go to this. Take a builder off and put on a scrap collector. Bam. So now there's a scrap collector, and they'll produce scrap from the surrounding area there. Easy peasy. I know what I'm doing. Radiation protection. We have gas masks, I guess. Tools with 11. Look at our cabbages grow. Oh.
You can change the working area for the scrapyard, too. We can recycle scrap into 4 additional resources: cloth, metal, plastic, and electronics. We'll do that shortly, but for now, we ought to take care of your settlers' needs first.
Okay.
Our people want a place to sleep and live. Cabins fulfill their need for safety and privacy, and increase the confidence of their inhabitants. In other words, building cabins increases their willingness to start families and reproduce, if you know what I mean.
Giggity. Oh, Arthur, you old dog, you. We want 8 cabins. Okay. We're going to put our final person on building there. Housing. Cabin. Location attractiveness -2. Is it because of... It's probably because of that. -4 over there. I'm not sure if that makes any difference, but like... rotate. Rotate. 1. 2. Rotate. Oh, nope, that's the way I wanted to go. 8. 3. 4. I know it was -2, but whatever. -2 still. Like I said, I'm not even sure if that matters very much, but going with it. Eventually, we'll need to build roads, I imagine. Actually, let's have these facing out. 5, 6. That interrupts there. I kind of like that. 7. Rotate, rotate. 8. There we go. 8 houses. 8 cabins. And if we do need to build roads, we can have roads going along that side and that side. Although, do we... I think our corner hits the field. Ah, whatever, we're learning. To build these cabins. So what is the cabin? Joseph and Virginia live here. 2 out of 5. Or 5 people can live in the cabin. Jacob and Zoe. Douglas, Niam, Renault, and Raquel live there. Anthony and Annabelle live here. Really, like, shove a ton of people in each of these houses. So I'm assuming the 4 people in here will start splitting up into the other houses. Christopher's house! Yay, Christopher! Malik and Maria. If we can make like a mayor or something, we're making Christopher the Fisher a mayor. Oh look, our happiness is good. Higher rate of reproduction, newborn settlers will live slightly longer. that's good. Slightly longer. Only slightly. Close to our cistern too. We still have people doing water, right? Water carriers. 2 people are water carrying. So there's a bunch of just like managing your people as well. Okay, I can do this. I'm enjoying this so far. 8.
Besides cabins, you can also provide sturdy houses and shelters as housing. Sturdy houses withstand sandstorms better and have an increased storage capacity to boot. Children living in houses gradually fill up the house's stockpiles.
Okay.
Settlers do not reproduce in a shelter because they lack privacy.
Gotcha.
Let's return from our excursion into housing and refocus on scrap. With the help of a recycler or refinery, scrap can be sorted into 4 different resources. A recycler always takes scrap apart, one resource at a time, while a refinery automatically produces all 4 resources. To start off, you should build a recycler and produce cloth.
Recycler and produce cloth. Can do that. Oh, there's an attractiveness meter. Who's living in that house? Joseph, Virginia. I'm sorry, your house sucks. Alright. I want to build a recycler. Assign settlers to the professional refiner. Boop. Resources. Recycler. Is that bit, like, sort of close to the scrap area there? Yeah, right there's there. What is this? Stockpile water and food in order to survive. The soil is going to become infertile. Oh god, I can do this harvest now button, right? Harvest now! Harvest the cabbages! What is that? Storage capacity of this building is running low. Oh, we're almost stocked full on water there. That's good, because there's a drought coming. We're harvesting our cabbages. The cabbages! Oh, the new settler, just in time to become a refiner. Set terrestrial radiation. I hope I can upgrade the bus to be something cooler than that as my town center. Is that just the one kid we have in our county? But hopefully we'll have more kids. Goes eating and drinking. You can see the kind of education they have too. Okay. Who's farming? Anthony is farming. 9 out of 14. Oh, he's the 9th person out of 14 people. Okay, that's kind of neat. What's on this bar now? Oncoming drought. Okay, yeah, we're doing that right now. I have 5 buildings. What's taking this so long? We have to go all the way back to the little stockpile box. Let's actually move one person from water carrier to something else. Scrap collector, I guess? Sure. Because we're almost filled on water. I know there's a drought coming, but I think the drought's going to actually like dry up the lake too. So we won't be able to collect water all during the drought. Where does this guy go? We have 3 types of food? Whoa, okay. Use stockpile, stored quantity of different foods. We have beans, cabbage, and fish. I guess beans is the stockpile food we started with. Sure. And now we have cabbage. Cabbages. Still water. Yeah, it's still green. Good. Like, so much blue though. Apparently that's the word. This is green. Although the dryness is coming. I like these different bars. Radiation, terrestrial radiation, so green radiation is low. Up as far as I can. I don't think there's any crazy radiation here. What's this? Electricity. Wow, that's a bright screen. No electricity. We don't have any of that. Building condition, so repairs, self-quick access. Okay. Alright, cool. We got some cool menus to play with. This guy. Can I rename people? I can. Oh. I want to name him like Cabbage Guy or something. Now we wish to catch a fish and juicy sweet. Oh, what? This guy's worded for predominant work and profession fishing. Oh, I love that Lord of the Rings quote right there. Oh, wow. Confidence, positive effects. There's so much stuff you can do here. Handling clothing. Productivity, handling tools, badges. This guy's like good at everything. Inventory. Doesn't have anything in his inventory. His family. He's married to Annabelle. Okay, this is... Wow, there's a lot going on in this guy. Full dominant work in the profession of fisher. I wonder what other sort of like... Sailor has not received the badge yet. A lot from screwing up buildings. Build badge. it's done. No, it's not done. Now it's done. And we're making cloth. Because scrap recycler refinery is needed to do this. Alternatively, cloth can be produced from hemp. This takes place at the hemp weaving mill. Cloth is used by a tailor to make protective clothing. That's good. I'm almost done collecting all the cabbages. My cabbages! We can get rid of that task, right? We don't actually need it. Let's just demolish the task now. We have these guys collecting wood. You know, I just went straight for collecting the cabbages, but because I'm afraid of the drought coming so soon. But I feel like I could have waited because the drought's taking forever to get here. This new recycler building. I love that I put things in the trees so you can't see them very well. Go. And that will get us some cloth soon. Just collected all the cabbages. Oh, it does go to the scrap. Okay, good. Building it close to that was a good idea. Haha! Glorious. Alright, I'm figuring things out. So it's just intuitive, you know what I mean? Alright. Successful harvesting, Anthony. Good job getting all the cabbages in. And now he's going to plant new cabbages just in time for a drought. That's okay, Anthony. And you can yell, my cabbages! We don't have any kids. We have no children at all. That's right, we built the privacy cabinets. Hopefully I can make that better. Deer, get off my cabbage field. You've made 2 cloth. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because that cloth making has taken a while. Wah. Just fast forwarding the cloth production here until we get the next tutorial thing.
You can instruct your recycler to produce a different resource at a time. It's important that you focus on the resources you really need, at least in the beginning.
Sure.
Cloth and metal look like good options if you want to equip us with protective clothing and tools.
I can dig it. Great.
Happy settlers are industrious settlers. That's why we ought to look after our people and protect them against the surroundings and dangers, like radiation. So let's start by transforming our newly recovered cloth into protective clothing. A tailor will be able to help us with that.
A tailor! Understood. Let's build us a tailor. Oh, we can see radiation now. Was that always that big? Oh, I guess it comes and goes. Okay. Water gets radiated. Okay. Let's get out of that. Tailor shop. like that. And we'll have our newest person become a tailor. Easy peasy. Planting our next crop of cabbages. Cloth very fast, do they? Almost filled up on wood and scrap. Huh. Just some jobs, man. We're almost filled up. We're about filled on water. Actually, just having one water carrier is fine. Yeah, I don't know what to change though. Maybe we could change. We could have another color. Let's do that for now. That's done being built. That's nice. And if we like this, we can always come back to it too. Normally Saturday, I think I definitely said it earlier. Normally Saturdays are Fallout day, but I saw this game. It looked like fun. It reminded me of Fallout a lot, but city building. I wanted to give it a try. I'm enjoying it so far. Not sure if it's like a great streamy sort of a game. It's pretty chill. So we'll probably go back to Fallout next week. And I think we're going to finish A Plague Tale Innocence on Wednesday. I kind of hope we finish it, because as much as I'm enjoying it, it's just been a laggy mess. There's another reason why I wanted to do something like this is it's just a lot less intensive, too, on the computer, on the processor at least. One of these days I'll figure out exactly what I need to do. Oh no, our contentness went down to average. And we're going to build next scarves. Yeah, one of these days I'll figure out what I need to do to fix my lagginess issue, because there's a lot of games that I want to play. My computer runs just fine when I'm not streaming. But it kind of defeats the purpose, because I want to stream it all. And we just need to produce one neck scarf. Just one neck scarf. We're making 4, okay? Masks and full-on radiation suits. Like, why wouldn't I just make those? Probably takes a lot of time. I wonder if we're gonna get a whole nother group of cabbages by the time the drought comes around. I think some of the trees we planted are growing up good. Good. Easy peasy. Look at the rain effects on the roofs and stuff. That's pretty good looking. It's not a bad looking game.
We categorize environmental radiation into 4 levels. No radiation, low level, medium level, and high level radiation. The radiation changes constantly and is influenced by weather and contaminated rain. Protective clothing helps to protect us against this kind of radiation, but it takes a while before it's produced. And production relies on a steady flow of incoming resources.
Sure.
Try to establish production chains at an early stage and start to stockpile goods so that some are always on hand.
Sounds about right.
The tools we brought along from the Endzone are slowly but surely running out. So now, let's focus on manufacturing new tools. The tools will help us to work effectively. We'll need metal for that, so we'll prepare for production by building another recycler, which we'll commission to recover metal from scrap. After that, we'll need a workshop to enable the manufacturing of brand new tools.
Let's do it. All right, so we need another recycler. Rotate this one. It's right in line with the other one there. And the workshop. I like a block in the workshop here, I guess. Right there. We can move eventually. And we're going to take one tailor away, because we don't even have enough people for that. Take one builder away and make them a refiner. Beautiful. Alright, we just gotta wait for it to... Ooh, jeez. All kinds of stuff going on. Alright. We're gonna hit the fast forwarding button for that. Let our 4 builders build that up. Oh, we got a new kid! Laura and Jack! We got Laura and Jack. Oh god, we got 4 to 5. Oh god. Those cabins. Laura, Benjamin, Jack, Rosa, Judith, and Harry. Okay, so that's ready. So they can make scrap tools. That needs to be ready. And then we got a new kid. Oh, it says 7, but I only see 6. Build that. Slow it down. We need these guys to produce metal. Look at our field, our cabbages. We're definitely getting a whole nother stock of cabbages before the drought. I rushed that pretty hard. I want to build roads between all this too. So we got everything. We're just waiting for instruct the workshop to produce metal tools. Workshop, scrap tool, metal tool is what we want. Okay, well, metal tools. There you go. I didn't know scrap tools were different. Okay, well, I think they have to finish making the metal tools. Fast forward. I think they're just waiting for their metal. Oh, we're grabbing up our cabbages again. Some metal. So now they can make some metal tools. Eventually, I guess. And like actually walking over there. I'm glad this has a fast forward function. Is that still Anthony collecting all that food too? Okay, it's fine. Anthony the Cabbage Man. No, it's Annabelle, which I think is Anthony's wife. So, yeah, and they had their child, Jack. Oh, that's cute. I like that kind of thing. You can see like all the different things that they have. So I can make it. Reminds me a lot of like. Roller Coaster Tycoon and such, where you can like see where the people have been and all that. Making one middle two. Boop. One down, one to go. I think we're in the drought now. Kind of hard to tell. All the drought warnings went away, so maybe we were in the drought.
With our lovely new tools, we are now prepared to work effectively. Should you ever run out of metal, keep in mind that you can also instruct your workshop to manufacture tools from scrap instead of metal. Though they won't be quite as effective, it's still better than being forced to work with bare hands.
Bare hands? Oh no, we are in the drought now.
Down in the Endzone, we had sufficient time and resources to educate ourselves properly.
Sure.
But our children don't have this luxury. We ought to build a school and pass on what we've learned. As a result, They will be able to survive and work better and more effectively.
Okay. Building a school. Like schools. Housing, community, school. Well, the school's huge. Face that way. That lines it up there. That lines it up there. But maybe we want it like that. Yeah. School. And then we'll assign one person to be a teacher. That's good. I like that. I'm trying to do like teaching stuff IRL. You didn't know, so it's nice having a teacher. Boop. Cool. It's just it's a rough thing to get into right now. I'm not too big on teaching during COVID, during a pandemic, because I always used to get sick whenever I went to, because I've done some teaching. Usually just like guest lectures and stuff like that. History is what I do, if you didn't know. But yeah, I used to get sick every time I went to visit a school or something. I'd get sick like 2 days later or something. It's just what happens. So I'm not too keen on doing a in-person schooling during pandemics. I'm even vaccinated. I'm still not too keen on it, just because of a lot of the people that I'm around too. It wouldn't. Beside the point. I've been looking at like online teaching and stuff like that. Might get into that. I really want to, and I ought to. But like most things I do in life, it takes me about like a freaking year to finally decide to do it because I'm a coward. So hopefully this one I won't get people for this one. Hopefully I will be more courageous about it, I guess. Less of a coward? I don't know. Just need someone to actually construct the school now. Kind of digging the aesthetic of this game too. Just the scrap shacky look to it. I don't know, I dig it. I don't know why that made me laugh, but it did.
Perfect. Besides the fact that educated children work more effectively, we'll also teach them to be more careful with their protective clothing and tools. This, in turn, leads to them staying intact longer, and we conserve valuable resources.
Like dried up intensely.
Now that our population is starting to grow, we ought to again turn our attention to the topic of food production.
More food.
We're already accumulating fish and tilling our fields. A gatherer's cabin will now enable us to gather mushrooms and berries from the forest nearby.
Mushrooms! Okay. Food and gatherer's cabin. Let's see. There's not much over on that side. It's all over on this side. That like near the farm, maybe? Let's rotate it, maybe like out like that. Cool. We'll do that. Can always change the area that it does. Assign settlers to profession gatherer. We're gonna take one off of Fisher, put them onto gatherer. Actually, we'll take two off of Fisher and put them on the gatherer because, well, there's a drought and we're not getting any fish because the lake's all dried up. We're gonna leave them there for now because I don't want to forget because fishing is good. Fast forward. It's the all these buildings like lowered the love of those areas. The love of those areas. Did the school lower it? Like. Alright, well, this is something we're gonna have to. Something this needs berries or mushrooms. So change field of work. Oh wait, when we were putting it down, there was a ton of that stuff. Now I'm not seeing any of it. Is it because of? I think it's because of the drought. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff over there. Right. We're gonna do that. I think we might have to wait for the drought to be. Oh, the drought is almost over, but oh, there's like all kinds of stuff over here. Interesting location. I want to mark for salvage, but... Alright. Okay, the berries and mushrooms have regrown. Yeah, the drought's over now, so that's good. Our fishermen should be fishing again.
Very good. As you can see, the gatherer's cabin is an effective possibility to get food quickly. But watch out. After a drought, it's going to take some time before the plants have regrown.
Yeah,
As is the case with most buildings, here too, you can relocate the working area at any time.
Yep, did that.
Although we are sufficiently supplied at the moment, our
Holy cow,
survival depends on diligent planning. If we can lay out a plan for an orchard, then we can start to plant fruit or nut trees that we can harvest after a few seasons.
Let's do it. Build an orchard. Here, orchard. Here we go. 12 by 12 to match our cabbage field. I have to put people on orchard, or are they just good on farm? I guess it's just the same as farming. I guess. I don't really know. Easy peasy. Alright, so I think building the buildings nearby, like the houses, lowered their property value for everything, their attractiveness. I don't know what that does yet for the people that live in there, but probably just affects like their happiness. The contentedness of the inhabitants is influenced by the attractiveness of the buildings in the vicinity. Okay. So those are yellow, like these are negative. Oh, these are negative influences. Oh, and they reach all the way over there. That didn't have any sort of influence. Okay, so like we want these buildings close to the stockpile so that it can actually like move back and forth. We don't want them too close so it'll affect the housing. Okay. Alright. Learning. Ooh, there's some radiation creeping. No, that's water. It's super wet. Good. We like it. Moist. Radiation is... Oh, we're clear. We're clear on all radiation. What is that? Workforce. We don't have anyone working there? We need another farmer? Guess we need another farmer. Let's take one off of that, put you on farming. There we go. Oh, we have to select our seed. Okay. Choose a seed. What are we doing? Plums? I love plums, actually. Apples, cherries, peaches, pears, pecans, and walnuts. We're going plums, because we like plums. Choose plums.
The orchard has been laid out, and the trees are already beginning to grow. Similar to crops for farming, trees need some time until they are fully grown. But once they have grown, they can be harvested again and again until they have to be newly planted.
Okay, understood.
Our gatherer's cabin gathers food from the surrounding forests. However, there are any number of other plants there which we can use as well. These plants can be gathered by an herbal hut. The herbs gathered there can be consumed by settlers to replenish their health.
Okay, we want to build herbs. See how this affects the area real fast. Herbal hut resources? Herbal hut. Does not look like it's a negative influence, so that's a plus. We're going to put it on like that. Bottom, boom. Turn that off. Grab this. Oh, we have plenty of people. We can just put them on herbalist. Cool. Let's put another one on fishing. Another one on water care. I didn't see how many people we had there. Another one building. One more back on gathering. One more scrap collecting. I can dig it. Got plenty of villagers now. I didn't register that I had more villagers, even though I saw the reward. We're about to get a bunch more kids becoming adults here too. Let's build up our herbalist hut. Beautiful. Click on that. Change the field of work to include even more herbs. Like that. Easy and peasy. I really want the bus to be something different. Does this have like an upgrade tree? Workers, inventory. So bees. Inventory limit. Turnover statistics. Look at that cabbage field. It's beautiful. It's a little much to kind of dry though. It's not dry. I guess. We're about to get some rain, so that's a plus. Just gather herbs. Okay. Easy peasy. Just fast forward through that a little bit.
Well done.
There you go.
We can equally utilize the gathered herbs to convert them into medicine later on. It might happen that an illness breaks out in our settlement from time to time and spreads among our settlers. That's why we always ought to have enough herbs on hand.
That makes sense. Never know when to pick them.
Radiation is the main reason why the health status of our settlement can decrease. Although our settlers already use protective clothing to shield themselves against environmental radiation, it might occur that our sources of water become contaminated. We should start to filter our water to prevent this from happening.
Sounds about
We will
right,
need
Arthur.
a great deal of charcoal to accomplish this. The charcoal kiln will burn wood to produce charcoal.
Charcoal kiln it is. Alright, we've got to build all kinds of stuff in this village. Charcoal kiln. That has a negative attractiveness though. We want to let's say what we want to build that here. Let's put it near the wood chopper though. I'm not too worried about attractiveness right now. Here, just assign one person to that. With easy and peasy. And we'll give ourselves a little fast forward time. That also means this place is going to go down by a bunch. Alright, our little settlement's taking shape here. I'm digging it. I got that fast. Minus 11. Coal production. Fast forward. Oh, look at our cabbages, guys. We're almost done. So many cabbages. Jetty.
Great. We can use the charcoal in conjunction with a filtration system to purify our water. Unfortunately, our cistern is not able to do this.
Okay.
Only the water tower has the necessary equipment for this capability.
Sure.
It would be a disgrace if we had to demolish our trusted cistern just to erect a water tower in its place. What we ought to do instead is upgrade the cistern
Ooh,
itself.
we can do that. I like that.
A water tower can store much more water and provides workplaces for a lot more water carriers than our old cistern.
Let's do it. Oh, that's the upgrade right there. Alright, so we'll upgrade to water tower. Easy. Just wait for our builders to come by and build it on up. So it takes a lot of stuff to build up too. Soy coal as well. More. No, we have enough coal. Let's grab the plastic. I think he just gave us plastic. Fast as light. We need to build another recycler too. I didn't even notice a sign for the first refinery. Start to recycle with plastic. He gave us plastic as a reward though, so we need another recycler. Fine. Pay attention. Rotate. That in line with that road. Bam. We don't want another refiner. Build. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Inactive. It requires cold filter radiation. Active. That to produce plastic once it's built. And how many people do we know on water? Assign 5 people to water carrier. Bam. And then we just gotta finish the recycling over here. Fast forward the time. Collect our next stock of cabbages. My cabbages. This place. That tower's cool. I like that. Play. You guys on plastic.
Our new water tower is up and ready for action. Good work. Filtering the water is an important next step because clean drinking water is a key mainstay of any stable society.
Yeah.
Let's begin with filtering our water. To save on charcoal, we ought to ensure that at least a little bit of water not contaminated by radiation is being stored in our water tower.
Okay.
Water gained from a well is never contaminated by radiation, so it suggests itself for that purpose. Then we can use the remaining charcoal to produce better protective clothing.
Okay, so we want to build a well. Also, because our lake isn't irradiated, so I'm not sure we have to worry about that. But whatever. Water. A well. Oh, that's how you go through those. That's kind of neat. I don't know what to do, but, you know. If we rotate it that way and have it in line with the fishery. Sure. Built. We need to assign someone as a well keeper. There you go. Activate the filtering water tower. We did that. Instruct the tailor shop to produce activated carbon masks. Activated carbon masks. And produce those. Easy. Let's fast forward a little bit. Alright, we're digging it. What don't they have? Needs cloth. Well, we're making cloth as fast as we can. It's not a very fast process. And then we're making it. Alright, good. Good. Statistics, electricity. Lisa. What if the deer just walk into our camp? They have no fear of humans.
Good work.
Nice.
We are continuously taking steps towards being better and better equipped to be able to survive in this hostile environment.
Sure are, Arthur.
Filtered water is a precious asset. And later on, we can even use it to irrigate our fields. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Understood.
Not only our water can become a hazard for our settlers due to radiation, our food can too. We ought to erect a decontamination post to prevent settlers from eating meals that are contaminated with radiation.
Understood. Decontamination post, we can do that. General food, no. Resources, no. Housing, community, it's under logistics. Decontamination post. Dictate. Line with the cabins there. And assign a villager to that profession. Decontaminator. Easy. Just gotta wait for that to finish. Fast forward. Forward to the fast variety. Nothing's damaged. Hooah! We should be getting rain. Everything is dry. Except for the water. The water is very wet. What are the slash?
Very good. The decontamination post is going to supply all buildings that stockpile food and are located in its working area in order to purify the food that has been affected by radiation.
Okay. Oh, so you want...
It's true. We should never forget that even when we optimally prepare and protect ourselves, we're still going to lose friends and members of our family time and again. We're going to mourn them, come what may. But if we're able to bury them in a cemetery, then we'll get over the pain and let them rest in peace.
Is that how that works? Let's do it. Build ourselves a cemetery. What's this? Additional houses or shelters. Okay, let's build us a cemetery then. Damn. Community? Oh god, the cemetery's huge. We're gonna kind of build it further away. Boop. Like that. Freaking huge. What is this? Production limit of this research is reached. Production. Oh, that means we have as much of that as we can get in the building there. I guess we want more refiners. Can we have more refiners? No, we can't have more refiners. It's just gonna have to be stockpiled for a little bit. But that means we can actually take a person off of that job, though, off of scrap collector. Put them on the force there. plum trees. Aren't you getting crops out of them soon? Alright. And another batch of cabbages. We're still pretty dry. Let's fast forward this while we build our depressing cemetery. A really sad cemetery. Continue to stay hydrated. Yeah, all of our resources are orange, except for electronics. We haven't gotten there yet. What was that last one?
Okay,
Nice.
the cemetery will help us to quickly get a hold on ourselves and focus on the tasks that lie ahead. It's not a pleasant thought, but that's the way things are. At the very least, we're pioneers, aren't we? Maybe we
Sure.
ought to distract ourselves to lighten up the mood.
Got it.
We can erect a number of buildings to increase confidence in our settlement, including, for example, a campfire or a pub.
Okay.
In this situation, however, our best option would probably be to upgrade our town center.
Yes, I want to.
Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while.
I like this. Place the rest of mounted bus built. There it is. That may have the option. It already has the supplies because it's just it holds all the supplies. So the worker can just go right to work on it. Mounted bus. Sure. I want it to be like an actual town center.
Very good. The new town center not only gives us more storage space, at the same time, it functions just like a campfire, too. Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while. Now that we have made efforts to ensure the spiritual well-being of our settlers, we ought to attend to their physical health as well.
Sounds
Our
good.
settlers can get sick from time to time. Settlers who have become infected with a disease can die from it if they're not treated.
Sounds about
Settlers
right.
will
yeah.
go to a medical
Get that.
facility to have themselves treated and will be admitted there, provided that beds are still available. We ought to ensure our settlers' medical health care.
I kind of want to make like the tree thing. Whatever. Medical facility. Right there. What are we gonna? Does it have a negative thing? No. We're gonna put this thing. Excuse me. Do it like. Let's see if an opening there, like that. Bam. We want one person on medic. One person on medic it is. Another person on builder. And fast forward. Alright, our town's like coming along though. Oh, it's looking kind of nice. Even if the houses are in crappy places, you know, whatever. Can I build more houses, by the way? Because it keeps telling me I need houses. You can build more cabins. Build like one more rotate. Can't quite put it in line, which is sort of annoying. I find that annoying. Build it out of line like that. That was fast. Oh, that's built now too. Almost done. It's almost done. Boom. Oh, that building's kind of ugly looking, honestly. Oh, now we gotta put this one. Herbs. And we should have a small stockpile of herbs. Slowly build our plums. Our cabbage is going nuts. Anthony the Cabbage Man? No, it's Annabelle right now. His wife. Annabelle and Anthony the Cabbage family. Is that not in line? That might not be in line. That would irritate me. It's already irritating me, I can't tell. Can I build roads yet? I kind of want roads. Yeah. fast forward until you build medicine. There we go. Now they're working on it. I think. There we go. And
With this step, we have ensured the survival of the settlement for a while.
yay!
Very good work. Since more and more children are being born these days, we should
Yeah.
start to plan for the long term.
Understood.
While cabins are a good way to get settlers to start a family, they only provide limited space. This can quickly lead to people having to live on the street.
I haven't had a chance to build
Allow me
streets
to
yet.
suggest to you that cabins be provided only in a very targeted manner in order to control the population growth of your settlement. Nothing is worse than not having enough resources to provide for everyone.
Okay.
We ought to build a shelter to be able to provide other inhabitants with a roof over their heads too.
So cabins are only for the important people that we want to get down. Housing. We want to build a shelter. Oh, wow, the shelter's pretty dang big. I wanted to build it like off the community here. Maybe we build it over here. Yes, do it. I like it. And it's gonna give us 10 more population just for building that. It's a good thing we're building it. Our food is doing good. The water looks small, but it's the highest we've ever had. Over 3,000. I guess you could just really stockpile water pretty high. Okay, now we're building the shelter.
Very good.
Bam.
Remember that when children grow up, they're going to leave their parents' house and look around for a new place to live. It might happen that they don't find any home at all. We ought to build a shelter to be able to provide all inhabitants with a roof over their heads.
Right.
I've already pointed out to you that it could become very dangerous if we were to run out of food at some point. Since a lot of people are going to be living in the new shelter, we ought to provide them with access to food in their vicinity. A hunting lodge can look for wildlife in the surrounding area to bring a little meat to the menu.
We do like meat. Meat's good. Medicine. Okay. Build food hunting lodge. Does it have a negative influence? No. Let's rotate. Boom, and we need at least one person on hunting, I guess. We'll put 2 on hunting, just because we have extra people. And fast forward. The cabin's Whew, excuse me. Hunting lodge is built. I just gotta wait for our 2 hunters to go get stuff. Oh, different houses or shelters. Fine, fine. I'm getting venison.
Perfect. The hunting lodge equally provides us directly with food, but it functions somewhat irregularly because it relies on wildlife in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it can be indispensable during a drought because even the deer and wild boar still roam around the forest.
Oh, Arthur. You're so helpful.
However, wild animals can not only be shot, they can be captured too. When a wild animal has been captured, it can be brought to a pasture and served there as livestock. In order to capture wild animals, you have to instruct your hunter to do this. You also ought to set up a pasture and assign a herder.
Understood. So we set this to the capture option. Build a pasture. That's a whole nother building. Is that part of this area here? Again, right on. Pasture. Assign settlers to be a herder. Boop. Might as well put 2 on it. Let's put some more water carriers on because we have a ton of villagers now. 2 more villagers on there. Assign a type of animal to your pasture as soon as your hunter has captured an animal. Assign a type of animal to your pasture as soon as... Okay. Maxing out on food. Seems like a good thing to make. Choose type of animal. Deer. Deer, I choose that.
Animals captured by a hunter are brought to a pasture where they are tended to and cared for by herders. Some animals produce resources such as milk or eggs.
Oh, that's nice.
Other animals can only be slaughtered to eat. You ought to find out for yourself which type of animal brings you which benefit. On each pasture, you can choose which type of animal ought to be kept there.
For now we're keeping deer.
You must provide water for the animals you keep on your pasture. This enables them to survive and reproduce. When enough animals are fully grown, the herder will start to slaughter them. If you don't want animals to be slaughtered, you can also instruct the herder not to do so.
Sure.
Now your herders know how they ought to handle the animals. And now that you've already captured several animals, don't forget to instruct your hunters to hunt animals again in the future so that they can continue to gather and provide food.
Understood.
With our increased production, our stockpile is going to run out soon. The supply routes for our production buildings are getting longer and longer too. To tackle these problems, you ought to build a temporary storeroom and have roads laid out.
Roads! I wanted roads. Temporary storeroom and build dirt roads. So first, let's set this guy to hunting. And temporary storeroom. Let's build that first. Resources, I'm guessing? No. Community? No. Logistics? Temporary storeroom. Rotate. Oh, it doesn't quite fit there. I kind of wanted that right next to it. Oh well. Where are we putting the temporary store? Does this have a negative impact? There. And we gotta build dirt roads. So dirt roads. So click, and then just go. Boop. Click, and then just go. Boop, click, go. Click. Click. And go. Yeah, the house doesn't quite line up there, and that irritates me. More than it should, but it does. Road. Like that. Oh, I like building roads. I don't know why I like building roads, but I like building roads. Boop. And all the way across there. Alright. We got plenty of roads going up now. Which means we should put more workers on. We have plenty of people. We can put them all the way up to 12 there. They're building. Fast forward. Building so many roads. We only needed 10. We're already over 100.
Good. Temporary storerooms increase your settlement's general storage capacity. Place them in a targeted manner in order to shorten the routes for goods between your production buildings. Roads are equally a great benefit because settlers moving on roads can go distinctly faster than on a normal supporting surface.
Sure.
To improve the whole thing even further, we can build a market to improve logistics at the settlement. Besides being an enormous stockpile for resources that is even able to store water, the market is responsible for distributing resources within your settlement. What's more, it also increases your settlers' confidence.
Not sure why the market increases confidence, but sure. Oh god, it's huge. We start building this way a little bit, maybe? That's how that building is. I'm gonna build it like there-ish. I guess like there. Ooh. And those are probably all like the worst places for where I'm supposed to build things, but you know what? I don't care. We're just building it to look nice right now. Out to the market. Still building so many roads. We like roads. Roads are good. Also means we should change the work area of this place a little bit. That, sure. And fast forward. There we go, get to work there. Oh, people have died. I wonder if Christopher's still alive. This was his house, right? No. This was his. No. We lost Christopher. We might have lost Christopher. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Do we have like a list of our people? Well, that wasn't the button I wanted. Population. There's all kinds of cool stuff here. Search by name. No, it wasn't. It wasn't for people. That's kind of cool though. Resources, production limit. If I click on a person, Christopher was one of the first ones. Nope, he's died. We lost Christopher. He's in that cemetery. This guy's thirsty. Well, go get some water, you fool.
Logisticians are able to amass resources from the whole settlement and bring them to the market. This improves the flow of your products and leads to your settlers having to walk shorter distances to fulfill their individual needs.
Sure.
The combination of these attributes makes the market the ideal building when you want to enlarge or even relocate your settlement.
Got it.
The larger your settlement gets, the farther some settlers have to travel to get to all of the food you produce. To make life a little easier for them, you can build a food station. Logisticians who work at the food station will collect food from your storage buildings and production facilities and bring it to the food station.
Let's do it. Food station. Right there. Because why not? It's in a great spot where you can't even see what it might look like. And fast forward. I think we only have one here. I think we actually kind of need to capture more deer before we can actually, like, do anything with that. This building's taking forever to build. Jeez. Types of food. Assign another logistician.
With the new food station, your settlers are now able to supply themselves with food directly on site. If you Distributing food at your settlement is going to prove to be extremely practical. However, your settlers not only need food to survive, they need water too. To be able to distribute water in a targeted manner, you can build a water point.
Water point. Okay. Let's build this one over here somewhere. Like right there. And then add another logistician. Boop. And go. And fast forward. Whew. What's this place missing? So there's a can't be collected and used radiation suit next scarf or scrap tool. Well, whatever. More scrap is needed. We have plenty of scrap. We just gotta get it there.
Now that your settlers also have a water point available, they can supply themselves with water and food. Similar to how it's done at the food stations, this enables you to precisely control at which places your settlers are able to attend to their needs.
Okay, understood.
Since we have our logistics under control, now we can concern ourselves with the weather and its challenges. We can build a weather station to enable us to make a forecast regarding upcoming weather and learn if potentially contaminated rain might be coming our way. It can also be used to prepare our crops and rainwater collectors we might have against contaminated rain by covering them.
Understood. It's not a weather station. Technology? Weather station. Another giant-ass building. Okay. Let's build it over here. Oh, it's getting hit with some radiation. But the radiation sort of just comes and goes, so hopefully that, let's head towards the cemetery. We're gonna have zombies soon. Oh no. Oh no, no. It's alright. Getting low on wood. Let's see if we can get some more wood choppers. Foresters. Let's take 2 off of that. Put two onto that. Easy. This is a super long tutorial. Like, holy cow. Moist. I'm dumb and I just like saying that. I know that there are people that just hate that word, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Let's change your field of work so that we can get even more scrap on in there. There we go. Gotta travel a little further, but gotta go where the scrap is, you know. New kids. We always seem to have a Laura. 50 working. Speed this up a little bit. Looks like the radiation stuff will pass already. I'm digging this so far though. This has been kind of fun. Radiation gone. Oh, holy cow, this place takes a lot. It's gonna look kind of cool though, I think, when it's done. Building. And
very good. Now that we know what sort of weather awaits us and how we can protect ourselves against contaminated rain by covering our crops and rainwater collectors, we ought to attend to collecting the rain we want.
Okay.
Rain not only humidifies the soil, it can also be automatically collected via rainwater collectors to generate a steady flow of additional water. Since we've already built our weather station, we're able to decide what kind of circumstances would make us want to cover our rain collectors.
Let's do it. So we want to build a rainwater collector. How big is this? Oh, that's not bad. Might be able to fit that. Not quite. There's one little dingle-dongle hanging off there. We can't quite fit. Let's stick it right next to the workforce for, what is that? The tool maker? Oh, I guess someone died and left the job and we have to replace them. Done and done. These are a ton of resources. But okay, fast forward. Oh no, I think Anthony and Annabelle died. Well, that's just sad. Oop. Our little Cabbage Patch family. Our little scrap city's really coming along though. I'm digging it.
Never forget that our settlers might get sick if we distribute water contaminated with radiation at our settlement, even if they're wearing protective clothing. We should make sure that the collected water is as purified as possible.
Got it.
We can have our crops covered to shield our seedlings against radiation. But once they've been covered, naturally they won't be irrigated with rain anymore. To rectify this problem, we can build an irrigation plant that is able to artificially regulate soil humidification. Place this building with care, because it is only going to irrigate the soil within its impact radius.
That makes sense. Okay. First, let's set that so that they will cover when rain is coming. The rain that we don't want is coming. Oh, our teacher died. Water carrier. Charcoal burner died too. All the jobs are ending. We were building something. Irrigation plant, that's right. Routine. It's gonna be good. Like that. Beautiful. Oh no, which up? Irrigate, okay. That. Alright, so you have to like constantly be moving stuff around as people pass away and right. So now we're making sure only the cleanest water that we collect, so we covered up that when crappy rain is coming. Weekly contaminated. That one's highly contaminated. We're not gathering any contaminated water. It's covered all up whenever it's gonna rain.
Fabulous. As long as our irrigation plant is supplied with filtered water, it is able to neutralize a possible contamination of the soil due to radiation.
Sure.
But watch out. When water contaminated with radiation is fed into the system, this can lead to precisely the opposite. And the irrigation plant itself may possibly cause radioactive pollution of its surrounding area.
That's not good. Great.
Alongside contaminated rain, there are other environmental hazards, such as sandstorms or droughts. The soil dries out during a drought, and sandstorms sweep across the landscape from time to time. These sandstorms can damage your buildings and ultimately make them unfit for use. We ought to prepare for this and assign several more builders to enable potential damage to be.
Sure.
You can decide which type of task your builders ought to give priority to at our town center. You can instruct them to merely repair buildings, to erect new buildings, or to do both at the same time. This enables you to react quickly in crisis situations. For instance, in the event of a sandstorm, you can quickly attend to having damaged buildings repaired.
Makes sense.
Now that we've taken care of all the necessary needs of our settlement, such as food, water, protective clothing, and tools, our next efforts ought to focus on increasing the settlement's overall productivity. A research station allows us to develop different technologies. One step in moving our settlement ahead is to make it possible for our refiners to acquire electronics from scrap. We should perform research on the appropriate technology to achieve this and instruct one of our refiners to produce electronics.
Alright, so first we need a research station. Build. Technology. Research station. Oh, another massive building. I feel like we kind of like spread out the massive buildings if we can. Build it next to the herder, I guess? Sure. Build that there. Assign settlers to researchers, electronics. We need another recycler. Resources. Recycler. Three on that. Oh, we need, okay. 3 on researcher and another on refiner. Right? Yeah. Put that guy back on that. What's this problem now? Drop. Drop. Is our lake gonna dry up? It always makes me sad when our lake dries up. So those are being built. Fast forward. We're gonna spend the whole stream just in a tutorial game, aren't we? It seems that way, doesn't it? That's done. We can't tell it to do electronics yet. Yeah, because we need this built first. Once this is built, oh, that takes so much stuff. Once this is built, then we can research electronics and have their new electronics place. Or our new refinery, gather electronics. There we go. I figured it out. I know what we're doing. I know how we're doing. How we doing? Sure. It's alright. Can I upgrade this thing? Whoa! I guess this is our sandstorm. Radiation damages buildings. Okay then. Sandstorm. What kind of building condition do we have? Oh, red. All over the place. That's not the best. There we go. Repairing buildings is going to be on the higher point, I guess, because we have a bunch of buildings that need repairing. Well, we did just get this, so open research window. We want electronics. Oh, it's over there. How do I? Electronics. Start research. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so that's doing its thing. We still can't do electronics there yet. We need 150 wood, apparently, to learn how to do electronics. Oh, the whole area is just dried out. Well, probably because of the sandstorm. But our irrigation thing is doing good. We're doing good work there. Radiation isn't actually hurting us. We got too much crap around our houses. So our houses live in very ugly places, but that's okay. Herbal hut. Yeah, we should probably put these guys back on hunt. The herbal hut, there's nothing in there. Probably because of the droughts. We gotta wait for that to come back. We are gonna move this out a little bit like that. Oh no, someone died. Oh no, fishers died too. One fishing and you on the finery. How's this? Is this done yet? We got, oh, we need 1 wood. Wow, we used so much wood. Let's drop that down, put that back up. Everyone's dying all at the same time right now. Alright, so you gotta like balance, you really gotta balance how your people live too. That's the school. Productivity, handling tools, handling clothing, badges. We're making our way around, slowly but surely getting electronics. Gotta be a way to build that up, I hope. Defense, decoration. We can't build any decorations yet. Flags, flowers, wind chimes, street lamps, scrap totems, torches, hedges, shrubs, shrubbery. That's good. We'll be able to make this area prettier for the people living in it then. Venice, I don't know. Almost there. One quarter done there. These guys are making cloth for us while we wait for electronics. Oh my goodness. Da 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 da. Our wood chopper in an area that's good for wood chop. I mean, we still get plenty of wood there. How's that? That's still doing alright. We still got plenty of scrap in that area to pick up. Eventually we'll want to go like over here or something. There's plenty of scrap over there. How's radiation looking? Doing pretty good. How's moisture? Moisture's fine. I mean, especially since we have irrigation where we need it. That still sucks. Blue is positive. Oh! The market. People like being near the market. Okay. We gotta remember that for next time we make a market. Oh, excuse me. More children. Someone named their kid Cattle. Catel. Cattle. Electronics done yet? This is taking a heck of a long time. Almost 3/4 done. Hooah! So, how's everyone out there? Everyone doing good? Jeez, all the rain that's coming is gross. Fantastic. That's the thing that filled up very fast with all the water we're not collecting. But I mean, better to not collect it than to collect the water that kills you, you know? I guess. We say as we just sort of chuck it out of the river there, that lake. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. And done. Beautiful. Now we can start reviewing electronics.
Very good. With this new research station and the ability to acquire electronics from scrap, we can provide our settlement with all the materials we need. The research station is very useful in enabling us to adapt ourselves to our surroundings by using the right technologies in any situation.
I can dig it.
Down in the Endzone, we dealt with the concept of a solar collector. This solar collector is able to collect sunlight and convert it into electricity.
I can dig
We
that.
wanted to try out whether our idea works and build a solar collector.
Sure, let's do it. Electricity? Solar collector? Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Can we fit it over here? Not quite. Does this have an impact at all? Not really, no. Let's put it over here, I guess. Wait, that's the road. Rotate, rotate. Like that. Yeah. Some radiation coming in on the edges there, but that's okay. Our guys are pretty good at that. 20 electronic? I mean, we have 100. We got a reward for it, so speed it up. Production limit. I guess hitting a production limit is a good thing. I guess. Our cabbages. I'm so proud of our cabbages. Coal. Really? One coal. Other jobs.
The solar collector produces energy by capturing sunlight and feeding this energy into a grid.
Yeah.
The solar collector also gives us all the relevant information we need to keep an eye on our settlement's power consumption.
Okay, got it.
Each of your buildings automatically hook up to this power grid when you set up an electric power pole within the building's range.
Okay.
Buildings supplied with electricity work distinctly, more effectively, and produce faster as a result. What's more, housing supplied with electricity increases the confidence of the settlers who use it.
Okay. So now we have power. Nice. Produces 5,000 power, it looks like. We want an electric pole. Okay. Air. Okay. Let's get in for that real fast. So that's our... We can build it on the roads. We need to build 3 of these. There. And there. Nice. Connect to the power grid. Yeah, once they're built, they'll be connected to the power grid. Build me my electric poles. I wish for the greatest of poles. Sometimes I worry about myself. Built. Do they have to be... Okay, slow down. I think they have to actually be, like, close enough to that, though. Okay, so how do we do that, then? We need to actually make, like, a line. Okay. That. Oh, it's just out. Okay, I'm figuring it out. I understand. I'm a semi-intelligent person. Not really, but I pretend to be. And I need this one here to connect those. Okay, we're getting there. We're figuring it out. Alright, fast forward. Build me poles. Actually, can I get one to connect? Because that one's hitting a bunch of things. Electric pole. Get the power so I can actually see it. Like, I can build it on the roads, but does that ruin the road? I don't actually know. Get it connected to that pole. Alright, let's see how that works. Speed it on up.
Fantastic. I can only picture how our ancestors must have felt with their almost infinite supply of energy. However, you ought to constantly keep an eye on your power consumption to avoid outages.
Great!
Logically, the solar collector is only able to produce energy during the daytime. It would be beneficial if we could also make electricity available at night so that our settlement remains effective. It's clear that we currently work slower at night, so let's try to store the surplus energy we produce during the daytime to enable it to be used at night.
Let's do it! Big battery. 2 negatives. Drought and we want more houses. Okay. Battery. I want to build a battery. Probably near this. Rotate. Maybe over here because we actually have a pole here that'll connect it. Bam. It's entirely irradiated. That's okay. These are not getting power. They're not connected to that. Red is a blackout. Why is red a blackout? Why is that? Is it nighttime? Is that what's going on? No, it doesn't look like nighttime. It looks like daytime. Oh, well now it's day. These still aren't getting anything though, because I don't think they're connected yet. I might just have to build on the road. Hope that the road connects. From there. There, I guess. And that'll all connect, hopefully. Speed up time, speed up time. I just love that speed up time. Hooah! So people walk past the pole. Yeah, okay. So you can build poles on the street, but that doesn't bother me too much. Did I create that yet? The truck just looks so ugly.
That looks good.
Nice.
Some buildings are now connected to the power grid. Although a well-structured settlement that's hooked up to the power grid consumes a certain amount of resources, it is enormously effective. Oh, and just as an aside, you can have electric power poles put up on many surfaces, even on roads.
Oh, I was just asking that question.
With the settlement producing on a stable scale, we can now focus on exploring our surroundings. Though we heard a bunch of stories in the Endzone, now we can explore the ruins our ancestors left behind firsthand to find treasure and resources. Let's build an expedition station.
Our city's looking kind of cool. I'm digging it. Let's build an expedition station. Resources? No. No. Technology. Okay. One day I'll be able to stick something in this spot here. But it is not this day. I guess I'll put it over here. No, we won't. God. There's just scrap in the way. Right there. Sure. Let's go with that. We assign settlers to this profession scout. Bam. Done. Done and done. Some water carriers. Have more people to builder jobs. Everything else is looking pretty good right now. Expedition ration store. Expedition station. What are our problems? Another drought, and they still want more shelters. Maybe we should just build another shelter. Housing, like a shelter. Let's build it next to the. Let's pull it right on the market. Location attractiveness is -1. Really? What about the? Whatever. We're building it there anyways. How about that increase the niceness? How does that decrease the niceness? Whatever. Are we getting electricity out over here? I mean, it's blacked out because it's nighttime, I guess. Why is this not? Is it all just because it's nighttime? Speed things up here. So it's nighttime. Electricity. So that's gaining electricity. Okay. So as that gains electricity, it will then pass. It will be the new electrical thingy thing. Yeah, nighttime. Okay. Figuring it out. Learning. We're learning. We're doing good. Anything damaged? Nothing's damaged. We're only been hit by 1 sandstorm. Speed things up. Stretch on out. Oh, yeah. Ooh, there's a lot into this game, isn't there? Plums. Like our plums. Like our cabbages. They're freaking amazing. Needs metal. Do not have metal. Yeah, we're doing pretty low on metal. These guys are making metal as fast as they can, I guess. I guess it's because I tried to build 2 buildings at once here. Actually, these guys didn't have any metal. This building didn't even need metal. They got enough. Building it up now. Building that up. Plenty of housing now. And we got some scouts. Expedition rations store. I don't know what that means. I guess they're already.
Well done. Assign settlers to be scouts and prepare expedition rations. When you want to send off an expedition, You can decide the quantity of expedition rations with which to supply the expedition. As a result, you can control how long and how thoroughly it is able to explore a ruin.
Okay.
Let's send out a few scouts to find a ruin. The scout will visit the ruin you have designated and explore it. As a result, the scout will supply us with important information about the site that we should pay attention to when we start an expedition.
Understood. So send out scouts. 1. Ruin the scout. Scouts. Open expedition window. Whoa! This site looks promising. Send scout. Waiting for 3 scouts. Ruins discovered. Now, I'm pretty sure that was this building right there. Interesting location. Let's fast forward and see if we can see our scout coming to see it. House ruins. Doors. Oh, there's our scouts or deer. I think they were just deer. Expedition window. Is this the place we're going to? I think it is. Oh wait, are our scouts like right there or something? All kinds of cool places around this our area here. Boop. Nope, we're here. Well, I think those are our scouts.
Our scout has returned and brought along a variety of useful information. Now that we know what we have to reckon with, we can put together a team in order to explore the ruin more precisely.
Got it.
Each ruin has its own challenges, secrets, and valuable resources. Choose settlers who fulfill the necessary prerequisites for the respective ruin, and give them enough expedition rations to take along. In addition, don't forget to equip them with protective clothing and tools to the best of your ability before you send them off.
Wow, that sounds pretty intensive, actually. Start an expedition. This river is nothing special, Chief. However, if we send us on an expedition, at least we can dismantle materials and transport them back to the settlement. Location. Joints. Cloth. Metal tools. And mushrooms. Open expedition thing. Configure expedition. Oh, wow. Age recommendations. Do we have settlers that aren't doing anything? Looks like they're all part of something. Logistician. Settler. Paula. You're going, Paula. So what one's with, like, the hoodie in the top left? Sure. I think we're just setting Paula. Start the expedition. So Paula's going to the gas station to get some joints and mushrooms. Sure.
Now that you've commissioned the expedition, it's now in preparation stage. Expedition rations and other necessary resources are being amassed.
Okay.
Afterwards, the settlers you selected will relinquish their old tasks, assemble, equip themselves, and subsequently set off together on their way. Get yourself ready to make tough decisions.
Tough decisions?
Good
Great.
news. Your expedition has finally reached its destination. Now it's all up to you. Contact them and listen to what they have to say to you.
Oh.
Make wise decisions and guide the settlers through the ruin with meticulous care.
Okay. Just drive to the destination. Lead the expedition.
Good news. Your
I did that already. How do I do this? Expedition. Focus destination. Explorers being gathered. Expedition. Oh, she's still going? Turning trash into gold. Refiner badge. Fast forward? Oh, it's... I'm done. It actually hasn't arrived. She hasn't arrived there yet. She's still walking. Can she walk... Oh, you'd think she'd be able to walk across the dried out lake, since it's, you know, dried out. Okay, this is kind of cool, being able to send them out on expeditions like this. Oh, sandstorm. Paula just got screwed up there. So pause. What direction should the expedition take next? Capacity? What do these do? We're gonna get all of them. Yeah. I just decide what she picks up. Oh, okay. Cloth, mushrooms. I mean, I can take it, yeah. Max. All of it. Loot and return. The bags are packed and we're ready. We'll see each other at the settlement. Safe trip home.
Well done. Your decisions during an expedition are decisive for its success. Try to be as well prepared as possible and make wise decisions, because the consequences could be fatal. Now let's loot this place and get out of here. Take as many resources as your settlers can carry and bring them back to your settlement.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot there.
Now that you know how you can help your settlers to manage in this environment so hostile to life, I'd like to show you how you can design your settlement in such a way so that your settlers are not only able to survive in it, they're actually glad to be here as well.
Really?
Your settlers are eager to live in surroundings that please them. For instance, they'd rather not live next to a building that produces lots of noise or dirty grime.
They don't want to be near the crappy
You can
stuff.
switch to the heat map of dwellings' attractiveness to be able to see just how attractive the dwellings in your settlement are.
They're not. Some of them are at 0 at least.
In this view, you see which cabins and shelters have been placed in attractive surroundings and which ones are in unattractive surroundings. If you want to make your settlers particularly happy, you should pay attention to providing them with attractive surroundings.
Sure. Okay.
To increase the attractiveness of a residential area, you can put up some decorations to beautify your settlement. Each decoration increases the attractiveness of the area where it has been placed. Maybe it's time for you to design your settlement a little more attractively to make your settlers happier.
I'm down. I'm down. Decorations. Flags. Flags for everyone. You like flags, sure. Everyone likes flags. I'm just sort of making stuff like that. Boop. That's at a +2 now. What about a totem made of scrap? Boop. Can I actually see what it looks like? Oh, they have to actually build it. What about a flower bed? It's not a very big flower bed. Is radiation just everywhere right now? Yes. The answer is yes. Radiation is everywhere. Fair enough. I suppose. Let's get some stuff built, things be happy. 5 decoration. Potential elite is stored in the expedition station. Oh, Paula made it back. Wind chimes. Let's put some wind chimes. Black. Right there. Wind chime. What is this building? Decontamination post? Considering we're... Oh, God. Surrounded by radiation, we should probably get people on that. Oh, no. Wait, what is it? It's just missing something? It's cool. The whole place is doing its thing. Let me just take another charcoal burner. Spacebar pauses and plays. Okay. I wonder how much longer this tutorial is. Jeez. This has been fun, though. I've been enjoying this game. I'm digging it. Why are my builders not built? Also, we should probably get more water. I feel like water... I said that, and it's like going up again. Have any excess jobs? Not really. Just the sharp. Although we have so much food to do that. Get more research. Defense measures. Sure, let's do it. Defense measures. Stop. There we go. Now we'll start learning that. We like that. Scrap collector died. Let's see if we can build her off and make scrap collector. Sure. 11 kids. Not that our builders are building very quickly. Jeez. But there's deer in my flower gardens. Stop eating my flowers, you jerks.
Your settlers are really going to like the newly built decorations.
I hope so.
This way, you can even manage to design a residential area attractively that's located near industrial buildings. And with sufficient time and energy, even create a settlement where all your settlers are glad to live in it.
Thank goodness.
Although living in a pretty neighborhood isn't the only thing that interests your settlers, they want you to take care of their other needs as well. If you provide them with a forum, they'll make their wishes and requests known to you. You can find out what means a lot to them there.
Alright, we need to make a forum. There's a scrap collector? We need more scrap collectors is what we need. Alright, he wants us to build a forum? Oh god, our irrigators don't... Jeez, people are just dying left and right. Forum. No, forum. Forum decrees can be imposed on the settlement to... Can it fit? Can you fit it there? No, because I put a totem there. Curses! Can you rotate? Nope, that totem just completely screwed it. Dang. Dingus. Dangus. I can fit it right there, though. Nice. Radiation still everywhere? Yep. Yep, it is. Need more scrap. Oh, and need another refiner, because apparently one died. We have 11 kids, though, so hopefully when they grow up, we'll be 12 kids. Be in good shape then. Hoo-ah. Highly contaminated rain. That's why our radiation is going up. Of course. Still, I'm digging our settlement. It's looking kind of nice. We build more roads too. Logistics. I can't build paved roads yet. No roads. We have lots of roads. There. All the way across. All the way across, down, there, all the way across there, up like that. Meow. Liking it a lot. Shoosh. Nice. Oh, someone else died. All of our foresters died.
Excellent.
Jeez.
Many of your settlers' requests are collected for you at the forum. You ought to check every now and then whether you might be willing to agree to one of those wishes.
Spend one on foresting, I guess. We need these 20 kids to grow up. Great.
However, the forum is not only responsible for enabling your settlers to turn to you. At the forum, you can address them too. You can issue decrees and establish rules at the forum, stating how your settlers need to behave. This way, for example, you can ration food and water, or go so far as to prohibit your settlers from reproducing in the near future.
Aha! Activate birth control. Sure. First settlers. Suspicion includes special rewards such as new seeds, knowledge, and technology. And decree. Banish the elder. Oh no. These decrees carried out right away. It cannot be carried out until jeez. Banish the children. No children allowed. Activate birth control, I guess. Search for survivors. That's kind of cool.
Many of the decrees are extremely helpful toward enabling the survival of your settlement, though you should watch out that you don't demand too much of your settlers. If you ask too much of them, it can lead to discontentment spreading throughout your settlement.
Sure.
That's why you always ought to use caution in deciding which decrees you want to impose.
Understood. Nicole, those are your instructions, Chief, and that's the way we'll stick to them. Even though we're not particularly happy about them, we'll gladly decide for ourselves when we start our families. It would be better if we could see to it that we're able to continue to grow. Okay.
Although such a thriving settlement like this one here not only has its advantages, it could be that the attention of prowling raiders is drawn to you, and you'll have to defend yourself against them. First of all, it's going to be important to set up your own defenses. An ammunition factory is going to be necessary to arm those settlers who will be defending your settlement in the future. It would be best if you also assigned several technicians right away who are supposed to work at the ammunition factory.
Understood. Can we get rid of that? I want people to... I guess I have to wait 3 seasons. Whatever. Ammunition factory. Actually, also technician. Just throw a person onto a technician job. Because apparently we have one person as a technician. Who's that? Technician. Nope. We need to... God. So few people. There. Ammunition factory. Wrong tab. Resources? No. Housing community. That's probably part of defense. Ammunition factory. Oh, we can finally put it down here. Next to the cemetery. Sure. I kind of like that. Gotta wait for like our 2 builders to get to it. Limits. Scrap. We are so we're doing better on scrap. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. No, I haven't paused. What am I doing with my life? Roads. We're still building the roads, but we're doing other stuff first. Kids grew up making the builder real fast. You you, you'll be a builder. Okay. Use this sheet build before we take a look at them. Okay, that slowly goes away. Cool. And then there's that. What are these? She's been back to the surface again for a while now. All of us were born up here, although without the first settlers, we still come from the Endzone, never would have made it here. Some of our settlers came up with the idea to put a mine into the settlers so we could get what we want. Let's do it.
Very good. It's left up to you to decide whether you want to have your ammunition factory manufacture lethal or non-lethal ammunition. While lethal ammunition deals damage to the attacking raiders, non-lethal ammunition ensures that their morale sinks. If the raiders have lost all their morale, they'll flee. No matter what type of ammunition you want to have manufactured, one thing can't be missing. Your ammunition factory requires some sulfur for production. Sulfur can be obtained in your mines. To do this, simply instruct your mines to mine sulfur in the future.
I was about to say, I don't think we have mines, so... Buildings, resources... A mine! Just sort of put it anywhere. Where does that piece go? Let's read what it says. Such resources, iodine, coal, or sulfur. The mining of some resources must be researched beforehand. The mine must be built on a mountainside. Does this not count as a mountainside? Guess not. What about over here? Oh. Okay, sure. Whatever. Miner. We want 3 miners? Oh crap. I don't have that many people. Get rid of a charcoal burner. Make a miner. Drop down a researcher. Make a miner. There we go. Sure. Got our new technology. Nice. Someone die already from that? No workforce. Ah! Technician. Holy cow. Starting to see how this works. Well, not starting to. I get how it works. It's just now the balancing part. Whew. I'm sure there's a way to get more metal. I'd have to build more of these. Roads. Logistics. Dirt road. Bam. Yeah, look at our town. It's coming along really nicely. I'm digging it. I think our flowers died though. They don't look like very good flowers. That's sort of sad, but you know, whatever. What does the totem look like? Just a dragon? That's pretty cool. I kind of dig it. Our flags. All have the same symbols on them and stuff. Wind chimes over here. Ring a ding ding! The flags don't all look the same. That's good. It's been fun. Oh, we got workers. More people. You'll be a farmer. Those are about to grow up too. Hopefully this decree is... Oh, okay, the decree is done. Are these all, like, we have search for survivors, knowledge transfer, uneducated adult. All uneducated adults are educated. This decree contains 2 knowledge accumulated at the research station. No. Immunity, diligence, 25% move slower, motivation, and 4.5%. This increases the food knowledge 10%. All kinds of cool stuff you can do with that. Alright. Honey. Complete the mission from the field and take it on. Professionals, business tasks, Whoa. Where? I'm confused. I remember taking on something, but I don't remember what it. That's being built now. Okay. That confuses me, but okay. Now we're getting our sulfur, so we can produce bullets. I feel like we're doing pretty good. We're doing halfway decent here. Getting roads. There's scrap. This is scrap. Holy crap, we're almost out of scrap in that area. Reposition the scrap zone. Look at all that scrap right there. Yeah, I don't know how to get the builder board. That's alright. Let's go finish this mission. Slaughter whatever we need to, I guess. That's fair, I guess.
Very good, old friend.
Yay!
Now the production of ammunition can
Got
get
21
going
people.
full steam ahead. To be able to give your settlement blanket protection against attackers, the next thing you want to do is to build several watchtowers and assign militia there. Your settlers will fire at raiders from these watchtowers. It will be best if you place your towers in such a way that they don't stand too close to each other, so that your entire settlement can be protected whenever...
Pioneer statue. Okay, that's how we build this. Oh, this is huge. Build it near the cabbage field. That's what they would have wanted. That's where that goes, though. Watchtowers. We want watchtowers. Defenses. Watchtowers. Rotate. Rotate. Bam. We want one to protect our energy. Power. Rotate. Rotate. Bam. Let's go over here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Bam. it's 5. Okay, so that's good. This is building a punch. Another one there. And rotate. Build it there. Sure. We need 5 militia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More builders. And more builders. And fast forward. Alright, we're gonna finish this quest, and then I think we might call it, because we're reaching the 3-hour mark, and damn, this is a long tutorial. They're building the statue to great founder Christopher. And Anthony and Annabelle, the Cabbage family. Cabbage family. Da 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 da. Getting our towers built too. Settlers are very happy about the new memorial. Here we're able to see just how far we've gotten despite everything, and without the first pioneers, we never would have made it this far. 100% happiness. Bada boom. Go to the forum to look at more missions, I guess. Oh no, what's going on there? Herbalist. That's because we have a drought, so we can't worry about that right now. Boop. That's just going all the way up. Watchtowers, 4 out of 5 built. Take a look at these watchtowers. It's a watchtower, alright. Lethal. Oh, we're supposed to have 10 militia. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Very good. These watchtowers form the center of your defense. At each watchtower, you can individually configure the type of ammunition the militia who have been assigned there are supposed to fire
Lethal.
at the
Always
raiders.
lethal. Understood.
As you can see, the raider force is now on its way here.
I can see.
Pay attention to the direction they're coming from. You might have enough
Where?
time to adapt your defense a bit. I'm going to keep my head down for the time being, until those scoundrels don't bother the settlement anymore.
Where?
Good luck.
Let's do it.
You've said my people are hopeless cases. We were once. I took in one and all. Together we are strong. Give us what we need, then
There's a
no one
bunch
will
of
get
them.
hurt.
Why are there so many? Let's go back to our base here. And let's build another watchtower. I think we have time for that. Rotate, rotate. Blah. Check your defense strategies. We have defense strategies? Where? Raiders damage buildings, viewers, settlers. Yeah. Check your defense strategies. What does that mean? I click on a tower. Node is lethal. Let's just make a... We have as many militia as we can have. For now. Let's fast forward a little bit. Attack.
As you can see,
Yeah, we got that. No more raiders nearby. I don't know how to do this. Check my defense strategies. I don't know what that means. Is that something I do here? Did he say that? I just didn't hear it? Like... I I don't know. I'm just gonna have to hope for the best, I guess. Oh god, they're sneaking exactly around my towers. Son of a gun. Where's my militia? Oop, what did I just do? Where's my militia? They stuck through the little gap. That's hilarious. We're gonna get destroyed by just the first raider that comes by. I don't think anyone's died yet. Just blasted everywhere. Oh, is the tower firing back? Oh, good. Got snipers in the watchtowers. Get them, boys. I don't think they've damaged anything yet, so that's a plus. 69. Get them, boys. Uh-oh, uh-oh. The tower's doing well.
It looks as if they were the last raiders, and the settlement's still standing. Well, it did get a few scratches here and there, but nothing we couldn't recover from.
We'll rise again, over and over again, and that's a promise.
Leave us in peace.
However, in many cases, the raiders won't be paying you a visit just like that, without any advance warning and a reason. Most of the time, they'll demand tribute from you beforehand. If you can pay this tribute, they'll leave you in peace. That is, at least for a certain period of time. This time, I want you to pay the tribute the raiders are demanding from you, so that we can focus on rebuilding here at the settlement.
61 rations. 6? Oh, we're getting all of it? Okay. See you guys later.
Very good. By doing so, you bought us a little time to be able to prepare ourselves further.
Got it.
I think the time has come at last
Oh,
for me
we actually
to
made it to
bow
the
out as
end.
mentor. I've taught you everything I know.
Cool.
And you've proven yourself by keeping us healthy
That
and
was
in
handy.
good
'Cause
spirits.
I was just thinking about
I
ending,
may
too.
have taken care of heading our last days in the Endzone, but now all my faith lies with you.
Aw.
I believe that you are going to lead us to a glorious future.
Great! Made it through the tutorial. Now you can decide if you want to keep on playing the session or if you prefer to start again from the beginning. No achievements during further gameplay. Let's return to main menu. Oh, cool. In the background is what we were playing. That's kind of cool. Alright, we're going to call it there. We're going to go down here, go to the ending screen. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. It's a bit different. Sort of just a chill stream. We did a 3-hour tutorial game. So that was fun. I hope you enjoyed Endzone, A World Apart. I'm going to be playing probably a lot of that on my own time. If you do enjoy it, want to see more of it, be sure to let me know. It's very different than what we have been doing. And yeah. As per the usual, if you aren't following and you enjoyed the content, hit that follow button. If you like the content, want to see more of what I have done, or maybe one day you miss a stream, go to YouTube, type in Jabberwock33. You'll find essentially my archive of videos. It's got almost everything I've done except for Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, which I started. They were my first games, and I never remembered to actually do them. Anyway, if you like other stuff, want to see other things that I'm into, I do a lot of mini wargaming, like Warhammer and such. I like to paint, that kind of thing. The cards I collect, the Digimon cards, we've opened them on stream. When I get more, I like to post the good cards that I get. I'm into HEMA fencing and swordsmanship and weapons and stuff, so if you're into that kind of stuff, Instagram is the best place for that. You can follow me there. And lastly, if you want to see another stream one of these days, want to come back, other than following here, you can follow me on Twitter. I usually post about an hour before I stream, just so people know, or an hour before, or like if I plan on streaming, because I normally stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If there's something that comes up and I can't stream, I will post on Twitter usually to let people know that I won't be streaming that day or something. So if you want updates like that, Twitter's the best place for that. Anyway, thank you again for coming. Hope you enjoyed this stream. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Farewell, stay safe, stay healthy, stay beautiful. We'll see you in the next one.